Ooh, good afternoon. It's 8 minutes past noon. This is Jim, just doing a wake up stream of Downwell, because I want to. I don't answer to nobody, fool. So, yeah. Okay, let's get dropping. Ah, snap. I don't know why I said snap. I wasn't really in context with it. I would have started early, but I had to quickly go purge the unworthy, as one does. Oh, shall I turn the sound down? Just a little bit. There we go. So I can hear myself thinking away. Oh, I'm washing some clothes as well. Doing some laundry, so you may hear the sounds of my washing machine in the background at some point. That's how glam I am. Unfortunately, I'm not yet at the point in my life where I can get somebody else to do that for me. I've put my ticket on for the lottery though. That's also what I did before I started this. Some cunt won the 30 million euro million, so it's back down to 15. Although the national lottery is up to 5.3, I think. And my rule is I don't play the national lottery unless it's over 5 million, because nobody can live on under 5 million these days, can they? Let's face it, it's the 21st century. So what can you buy for 5.5 million? Nothing. Have you seen the size of Cadbury's Dairy Milks these days? Come on. Oh, everything's fun size. Never has fun size been so ironic. Everybody knows you only have fun with big things. That's what she said. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm in that kind of mood, I'm sorry. Anyway. Well, I think I slept okay today. Woke up at 10. No. Yeah, woke up at 10. I went to bed fairly early. I went to bed around 9ish. I think I fell asleep just after midnight maybe. So I've had, you know, my minimum is 8 hours, I think, for most people, to be honest with you. Unless I want to be a crotchety, depressed bitch. But I don't know, I didn't feel like it. I was flying there. I was like, I think I need another couple of hours. But then I was like, do you know what? I'm kind of miserable. I was feeling a bit depressed. I was like, you got two choices. Either lie here for 8 hours not getting to sleep and feeling miserable, or you can get up, have a shower, have a coffee, and talk to the world through the outlet that is the interwebs. So I'm getting my pain out. Getting my pain out, dude. This is my truth. Tell me yours. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat. I'm currently assuming I'm talking to myself, so that's fine. This could be on here forever, so at some point in the universe, in the history of the universe, somebody will listen to this, I'm sure, and say hi back. Oh dear. I do need to go out because I need to pick up a... Oh, you mother... I do need to pick up... No, I do need to post a prescription and get some energy meter top-ups. I just don't want to, do you know what I mean? That's the problem with this whole... I mean, I was pretty... not clinically, but just, you know, self-diagnosed agoraphobic before all this crap that's going on right now in 2020, as you all know. I don't want to name it. And I'm even worse. I'm just like, I just don't want to go out there. There's people out there. I don't want to. I can control people in my house through video games. I can control them, I tell you. The people I meet in multiplayer, Rainbow Six Siege, and GTA Online is enough for me. I feel another drink binge coming up, you know, because I you know, you just want to lose it. You just can't cope. got nothing to cope with. That's the, I mean, that's the thing. That's, you know, that's why I'm taking medication for all this crap, because just there's nothing wrong technically, but I'm still feeling like crap. So, you know, that's when you gotta go to your doctor and say, hey, I need help, dude. So that's not quite how I worded it. There are more tears and more existentiality, if that's a word. More existential screams of pain, but yeah, I'm paraphrasing what I said when I went to see him. So, oh, whatever. Yeah, so, what have I done in the last 24 hours or so? Sat on my ass, that's what I've done. Oh, I did do a little stream after my dinner last night, didn't I? I was just like, my throat had just given up. I think it was just probably my dinner. I just think it probably dried me out, and I just was quite low energy, so thinking, I'll just forget about that. But it's kind of pisses me off. That's some great moments in doing stuff in that multiplayer game. It always happens when I'm not streaming now. I just noticed that. It's like, I think, oh, no, I'm just going to have a private game to myself. I'm not going to stream it. And then, boom, so many cool things happened. And then that's when I collect the videos and post them separately, usually. Often, even if I'm multiplaying, I do that. Oh yeah, I think there was a couple of clips I wanted to put online today. There's one where it's like just me and just one other person on a team in Rainbow Six, and rather than giving up and just leaving, we stuck it out. We defended and we attacked. And we didn't do too badly. I'm not gonna lie. I won one round. My mate was definitely the more agile of the two of us, but that's not saying much. Everyone's more agile than me. Amoeba, bacteria on the bottom of the ocean that have never experienced light or air are probably better on Rainbow Six Siege than I am. Yeah. You almost like wonder whether people get annoyed when you do that, when you're being cocky, like they probably initially feel sorry for you and stuff. When you go in, and then after like the third round of you, and you're still committed to fighting this team of 5 people, they're probably like, yeah, you're just being cocky, and you know now. So now I'm going to be less sympathetic with you. So I probably should just give it up after the first round, but I don't know, man, I think I had a couple of cool kills. Nice to do my signature gym nitro cell kill, which I love doing. It's always a great pleasure to see somebody's feet under a door and hit detonate and get that kill. It's a great comedy moment. Some great comedy timing there. Although I have killed a few teammates doing that in the past, because I banned myself for a while, but I'm getting into the swing of it. And just like what I was basically clearing the wall between two bomb rooms, which everyone does. So I used nitrocell, which is okay, a little bit powerful to do that. And it turns out there was one of my teammates was behind the just behind the wall, which I did kind of check. I thought, oh, he seems, you know, his outline seems a little bit further away than that, but no, he died, and he gave me an intentional kill. I'm sorry, there's no way you can look at that and know that's an intentional kill. But I don't know. People get pissed off, don't they? I genuinely look at the footage. I wait for the replay. I see what they've done. If it looks like it was unless they actually walk up to me, aim at my face, not in the heat of battle, because shit does go down in the heat of battle. You get friendly fire. That's why they call it friendly. You know, friendly fire is like a real world term. It does happen. So unless it's kind of a calm situation, and they actually walk up to me, aim, and there's clearly, you know, my name's over my head, and they shoot me point blank range or whatever, then I usually say no, it's not intentional. But I don't know. who cares? I mean, it's just a silly game, isn't it? And nobody really cares. But there's all, you know, even like great. I mean, having up against awesome teams who are really good at the game, and they're just like kicking their asses. I've seen like they're just the entire team have got red triangles next to them. So even like, you know, everyone does it. So I'm feeling guilty basically, as you can probably tell. But I just don't know how you can call that intentional, dude. Oh. Incompetence doesn't also mean intentional. I'm not intentionally incompetent. I'm just incompetent. I try so hard to please you. Oh. I have now learnt, unless I'm Monty and I can actually guard it, I've now learned when I set the diffuser to run as far the fuck away as possible and get ready to run in and shoot them if they're trying to defuse it. To defuse my diffuser. What do they call it? I don't know. I can't remember what they call it in the game. Yeah, get a good vantage point so you can shoot them. I'm learning. See, I wouldn't have known this like years ago. I would have just sat there like a dumb shit waiting for a bomb to defuse. Now I'm getting a bit more tactical, basically. I feel so bad for all those people who had to play with me while I was playing with me, because I'm a little boy. When I was really crap at the game, they must have just looked at me and gone, "What the fuck are you doing, mate?" I mean, that doesn't excuse some of the abuse I got, but because I feel if somebody genuinely like a genuine new person to the game, I'm not going to use the pejorative noob on my team. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel less kind of crap about what I'm doing. It's like, okay, somebody slightly worse than me. Okay, I feel a bit more confident now. I would say a good rule of thumb on whether they're new to the game is if they use castle and how they set castle up. Also, well, probably more than castle, but you know, some operators you can tell. I don't want to talk about Room 60 when I'm doing Downwell. Sorry, it's just my life. It's my life. Something. I think there's a song about that, isn't there? Anyway, what am I doing? I'm on my second cup of coffee, so I'm still not quite with it, so don't deem myself quote unquote with it until post second coffee, so you're experiencing a very dangerous gym. Ah, you piece of wank shaft. There we go. Oh, just check see if anyone's in the chat saying hi. Don't want to ignore you, darlings. Don't want to ignore you. Yeah, it's all quiet on the chat floor. Oh dear. Oh yeah, sorry. I was still watching Rick and Morty. Where have I just got to? I've just got to the thing where. Spoiler alert, although I'm sure everybody's watched it at this point. I'm like the last guy to watch it. It feels like the end of a season, I don't know, but it's the episode where just watched the episode where Rick busts out of the Federation or something, jail, and I think Marty, somebody's lawyers. Morty's parents agree to get divorced. His mum sort of quickly runs out the room to make sure that the Jerry hasn't changed his mind. She's pretty sure she wants to divorce Jerry. Oh, poor Jerry. Feel for him. I am Jerry. Every Jerry ever in every sitcom. Apart from Seinfeld, he's pretty cool. was thinking about Seinfeld and why I don't really like it that much, because I agree that it's really funny and really clever and really good. However, oh my god, what do I choose here? I don't like Drone, I don't like Rocket Jump. It's gonna have to rest in pieces, because Rocket Jump makes me travel sick and the Drone just disorientates me. Yeah, I think it's just... it's got no... You don't realise it until it's not there. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you hear people talking about this is what you need in your show, but, you know, directors' commentaries and stuff, but you're like, god damn it. No, it'd be fine without that, but Seinfeld hasn't got any heart to it. You know, it's got no, you know, it's just these bunch of people just getting into farcical situations that could be solved just by them saying sometimes one word, and it's almost, it's just cold. There's no there's no heartfelt story to it. There's no, you know, tear-jerking moment at the end. It's all just comedy, and not my kind of comedy. I'm not big into farcical humour. But yeah, I think that's why I don't like it. I don't dislike it, that's the wrong word. I'm not that big a fan of it because it's just, yeah, it's cold. It's like a joke machine. It's like a living stand-up comedy routine. There's no heart to it. Well, I'm sure there are stand-up routines where there's a bit of heart, but it's like, you know, if you want to laugh, yes, Seinfeld's great, but it's that's all it is, kind of thing, do you know? Sorry, I shouldn't say today, yeah, that's really annoying. Oh, just gonna have a sip of coffee, just one sec. So yeah, I get thinking that's why I should never watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, because that's by the guy who did Seinfeld, isn't it? I want to watch. Curious to watch Veep though, with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't know how you pronounce it. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't know if it's Louis or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. I assume it's Louis. Sorry. Don't know why I'm questioning that. Of course it's Louis. But I'm concerned that's going to be kind of cold because it's done by Armando Iannucci, and he's not, you know, he's a kind of he's a dark comedy type. So I don't know whether it's going to be not heartwarming as well as funny. But I think I will get it. You got to find out, haven't you? But I did try to watch that. Oh shit! I shouldn't get things anymore. Sorry. Let's see, I'm not concentrating. I did try to watch his Death of Stalin, but it just seemed to have one joke. The one joke was, "Haha! Look how frightened all these people are." And I don't find it funny. I like dark humour, and that's okay a bit sometimes. You know, that's okay. You know, here and there in a thing, but the entire joke of the entire film is, "Haha! Look how frightened everyone is." And it's based on real events, so that's sending it up a lot and making light of it. And I just didn't find I can't laugh at people being frightened, especially if it's like this actually happened, and it's still happening. You know, in parts of the world that's still happening. So I don't know if there was another joke to it, if there was something else I was supposed to be laughing at. I didn't get the joke. So yeah, I don't know whether I like his humour or not. I died. I'm going to start again because I'm talking. I actually should have started again a lot earlier. I hope I've got enough gas credit to dry my laundry. I really need to dry my shirt that I wear around the ass. Wash it, I mean, because I think that was beginning to get a bit ripe. Oh, we're in Australia. That's right, mate. Or longer. Yep. Yeah, so I want to watch that. What else I put on my list recently? Oh god. Oh, sure. I'm still not quite on board with Disenchantment yet, the new Matt Groening series. It's good, you know, it's solid, it's got everything where it should be, but it's just not quite engaging me yet. I do like some of the humanist sentiments in it. There's a lot. There's a great. I think I'm not quoting this properly, but there's a great scene where Bean is sent to a convent, and she's like, and they're all like, "Yes, we pray to God to end poverty and suffering," and Bean just looks around at the gigantic, you know, I don't know, building that they're in. I can't remember what they call it. And she's like, well, why don't you just sell this building and use the gold, the millions of golds you get from that and hand it out to the poor in the street? And like, no, we prefer our idea better. And it's like, it says it all about some religious institutions. Get off your knees, stop praying to an imaginary space wizard, and actually do something of use. Because trust me, there ain't nobody up there. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Trust me, I'm a space wizard. How can you prove it? Just have faith. Just have faith that I'm a space wizard. That's right. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Faith is another term for ignorance. Have faith and be ignorant are the same thing. La 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 la. I'm pretty stupid, so. So kind of I know how I speak. Try and get off a controversial subject. If you don't like it, tell your space wizard to come get me. Da 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 da. Gotcha. So yeah, oh yeah. So I'm gonna give Veep a go. Yeah, still not getting on with Disenchanted, but I do like some of the humour in it, some of it. But it's just oh god, just Rick and Morty is so good. I'm so glad I'm enjoying it as well. You know, because I was any clip that I would see of Rick and Morty before I watched it, I was like, yeah, that's right. I didn't really laugh. I didn't really get it. And I was worried that it was yet another modern thing that I wouldn't get, like Marvel movies. But shit, dog, it is great, and yeah, I love how obscene and it's kind of got great humanist sentiments as well. I don't like humanist. It's I don't know. It's probably a bit more libertarian, I guess. So it's kind of got that. I can imagine Rick and Ron Swanson getting on very well, because they're both selfish assholes. But I do like its attitude. I'm still confused about the bleeping of the swearing. I don't know whether that's them doing that or whether it's like ordered by the censors, because it does seem very contradictory to the attitude of the show, the we don't give a fuck attitude, but they're censoring all their F words, and it's like they say every other word in the English language apart from the C word, and it's like, and there's sex jokes, you know, real hardcore sex jokes, and it's just like, but you can't say this one word, these two words. What is with that? And it's hip. Definitely hypocrisy. I think somebody on the Chromecast, which I haven't listened to in ages, I feel really bad. Oh god, Josh, Luke, and John. He said he was reporting on having watched the Hannibal series about Hannibal Lecter, and he's saying just the horrific violence. Well, yeah, the horrific depictions of violence on that show, and yet they can't swear, and it's like just it's so hypocritical. It's just like it's utterly baffling. But apparently fucking cunt are just, people think the world will end if you say those two words. Or it'll send kids rioting in the street. It's very strange. So I'm nibbling on some cheese, as I do with my coffee every morning. What have I got? I can't remember what parrots I got. I haven't watched any of more of that Hollywood series with because I just didn't like it, so I think I'm going to take that off my watch list or just list. It just says list. It really bothers me. It just says list. Add to my list. My what list? You need to name it. The world is full of lists. Tell me what list this is. But yeah, I've added it to my Netflix list. My list. It's not a watch list. It's a list. I don't know if it works differently in America. What am I talking about? Although they did mention in David Tennant in his interview with David Tennant on that podcast. I'm forgetting words now. Jim Parsons did mention that he was in the Boys in the Band thing, and then I found out they're making a film of it, and then I found out it's already been made and it's on Netflix. So I started watching that last night, and I spoke about this last night. So I was enjoying that. So I'm going to continue watching that today because Harold's just turned up. Well, I still think Jim Parsons would have been better as Harold, but again, as I said last night, I'm quite happy with casting against type, him trying something different, and I think the point of Michael is supposed to be the quote unquote ordinary, he's the straight man, as it were, and everybody else around him are kind of trying to fuck up his party, basically. Oh no, it's not his party. It's a party for Harold, but he's throwing it at his apartment. Yeah. So, but yeah. And he's trying to keep everyone cool because his like straight mates coming over. It's set in the 60s, so I was going to say homophobic, mate, but it's, there was obviously a time when everyone was homophobic. By law, it was the law to be homophobic. You had to be. You can't be cool with this shit, dog. Guys doing guys. Oh my god, the world's gonna end. So yeah, I'm going to continue watching that. And I'm so far really impressed. If it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, sorry, don't sound old. On VHS. I'm going to watch it on VHS. Are you going to release your film on VHS? I am old, so I shouldn't worry about sounding old. Yeah, if it comes out on home video of some sort, I'll buy it on that because it's good. And I think I might watch the original. Well, I'm not gonna say the original because the original's the stage play, but I'll watch the Boys in the Band William Friedkin version just to compare. I remember it does seem to be trying to be. It feels more like it's not being its own thing. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. It feels like it's trying to be a homage to the original, to the first film. So even like they seem to be trying to make Zachary Quinto look and sound exactly like the original, the guy who played Harold in the original film. But it's like, do your own thing, do your own thing. If I wanted to watch the 1970s Boys in the Band film, I've got it. I've got the Blu-ray. I can watch it. I don't need you to just remake, just do a shot for shot like love letter to that movie, even though it's good. I don't need it. That seems to be what they're doing. But I don't know. Jim Parsons is it's getting into some of the dramatic stuff now, and Jim Parsons is doing some good dramatic acting and calling his old college buddy up on his homophobic slurs and stuff. And it's kind of getting cool. It's getting cool. Well, it's always been cool. The whole thing's good. Although I don't like the guy who plays. The actor who plays. What's the character's name? They're really camp on. He just looks too much like a modern day hipster, you know, or just, I shouldn't say hipster because everybody looks like that now, but he just looks like, if you plopped him down into now, he would fit right in, and that kind of bothers me. He looks just like he's just walked in off the street from today. They couldn't be bothered to do any costume designs for him. Yeah, that'll be fine. I think they said. Oh, I can't remember his name. The guy that gets punched, basically. I really do like characters like that. Though. Because I wish I was a bit more like that. To be honest with you, I wish I was a bit more don't give a fuck attitude, and was a bit more myself. I'm probably like that kind of probably quite effeminate inside, but I've just I guess been growing up in quite a conservative household. I just never come out unless I'm drunk. Then I get fucking super camp. It's very telling, apparently. I think that's what Jim Paulson said in that interview with David Tennant. Actually, he was saying that, like, when he was in this play at school, he was being himself, and even his friends who knew he was gay said, like, you know, you finally like coming out of yourself in this play because you get to be yourself. You know, it just happens to be the same person you're playing. And sometimes you need that kind of expression to bring yourself out of yourself. Expression, format of, I don't know, stage. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. I can't think what it is. Forum, I think, is probably a good word. To express yourself properly. I don't know. I think it's not to use excuses or anything like that, but I'm visually impaired and often am in situations where I need a lot of help. I could really do without people being weird with me, and so I think there's a part of me is like that, where I try to be as bland a human being as possible, just so that I don't freak people out when I need help. Although I think it has the reverse effect. Of course, people are a bit standoffish with me because I am do come across as a bit as a tight ass. But that's it's not the intention. So, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I'm a counsellor, right? I'm in my doctor's surgery. Wait, hang on. Where am I? I'm still underwater. Oh, so have a sip of coffee. Coffee break. So yeah, I'll finish off watching The Boys in the Band tonight. I should go out to the go outside, just go outside and post my prescription, as the French say. Apparently. Yeah. My chemist had sent out a apology text, because they did send a text out saying, like, it was like okay, I think something bad's about to happen, so if you need to pick up prescriptions and stuff, do it now, quick, do it now. And even me, who's not a pretty calm person generally, and don't read too much and stuff, and don't freak out when everybody's freaking out, it made me anxious. I was like, oh fuck, what's about to happen? And so it was absolutely no surprise whatsoever that the next day I got another text saying, I think we need to explain what that last text was because everybody's freaking out. So it just kind of made me laugh. Oh dear. Oh, where am I? I'm still underwater. Okay. I'm not getting so many charges lately. I don't think I've ever been haven't been over 30 for a while. I've in the past been able to get over 30 charge. I just seem to be struggling these days. I have no idea why. Just luck of the draw, I'm guessing, because it's all random, isn't it? So who fucking knows? But yeah, just yeah, been a bit charge deprived when it comes to my store. Maybe it's because I haven't had. It's maybe a combination of not getting the store power up, the members card power up, and just the luck of the draw, not getting many charges in the store. Ah man, I don't know. You need that nice combination of charge and health. Oh, you fucking! I knew that was there. I knew that was there. I saw it, acknowledged it, and I was like, yeah, I need to work around that, and then I didn't. What's going on, man? It's crazy. Ooh, I found some documentaries to watch as well on Netflix Flickers. If you're not keeping track of the world of Jim, I've been making the last like couple of years, I guess, or year. I've been making a list of things on Netflix to watch really quickly in 1 month, so I don't have to have a membership longer than 1 month. So I've got my Netflix cram list. I'm not calling it binge because that's what everyone calls it. Being different, I'm calling it cram. And I keep my binging for alcohol. Yeah, so I'm working my way through that, and that's why I'm talking a lot about Netflix this week. Not because I'm advertising them, but just because I've got to get stuff done. I've got to get stuff watched so that I can say I've watched it. Oh, I want to cough, but I don't want to press pause mid-air because that fucks things up. Oh, I should have a drink of waters. Oh dear. Anyone in the chat say hi? No, it's all quiet. Oh, let's be very careful when I do this. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do, lad. Don't mind if I do. Whoa, what for road, what for road. That was a piss, baby, it's because I've landed up. Yeah, so if you've got anything you can recommend me watching. I thought the Bates Motel show was on Netflix, but it's not in the UK. Let's just say that. I did try to look for that. That's apparently supposed to be good. I like shows about nutcases. I need to carry on watching Mindhunter as well. That's pretty good. I hope the guy who plays Ed Kemper gets as many Emmys or whatever as possible. That's an amazing performance. Truly terrifying. I need to find out whether this is like based on. Sorry, I need to actually find out whether it's based on real life, because I'm assuming this is all like real life stuff. These are real life people, but I don't know that for sure. So I need to double check just so I can get my head straight. Whether this is all based on real people and Ed Kemper was an actual person, because I've never heard of him. Maybe they're changing the names to protect the not quite so innocent. Yeah, I've got some documentaries. Something about Circus of Books, I think. Apparently it's a gay bookstore in LA. I've heard there's a documentary about that. I love the gay docs. So. And there's some other stuff as well. But yeah, if you got something that I just need to watch. I'm carrying on watching Kimmy Schmidt, but it is getting a bit serious because they're dealing with the trial of the kidnapper, and it's getting a bit real. So I'm just like, I don't know. So it's kind of. I think I've discussed this on a previous stream, but yeah, even though they seem to successfully have this dark premise for a sitcom and roll with it, and now they're kind of, I think, by addressing this guy and the trial of him is just getting a bit like, okay, this is too much now. and but they're dealing with it in a wacky way, almost too wacky, where it's like, oh really, this wouldn't happen. But then you see some trial, especially in America, where people who are just blatantly, I'm not going to name names, blatantly guilty of what they've done and just getting away with it. So it does that. So it's not as wacky as you think, but like Tina Fey turns up as the prosecution lawyer, and it's just her and her colleague are just being too wacky, and it's just like, I don't get why you're acting like this. You know, it's just too far from reality in a show that really is kind of, I guess the core heart of the show is about this woman who has been removed from reality for so long, and now is thrust back into it. She's having to deal with reality in the 21st century, and now it's going wacky again. It's like you feel, you know, that's not kind of the heart of the show. If you can hear deep rumbling, that's my washing machine. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh shit, dog. I totally thought I picked up thingamajiggy doodle. What's it? I thought I picked up gunpowder blocks. Oh, this is gonna make this a bit more difficult. It just looks like a giant pumpkin head. I can't hate the big boss in this. It just looks like a big pumpkin head. I can't hate a pumpkin head. Yeah, so I don't think I really got into Disenchantment, but yeah, no, it's like a Woody Allen film. It's like putting on slippers. It's really cozy and nice and enjoyable to watch, and that's it really. It's not particularly gripping me in terms of just story or anything like that. I don't really care what's going on. In fact, I've never watched this show before, and I'm leaving it on while I like go into the kitchen to cook or go to freshen up to take a shit, basically. You know, I'm not bothered if I miss stuff, which it kind of isn't good, but it's nice. It's a nice little show. I like that one of the characters, when Bean introduces herself or whatever to somebody asks her name, she's like, my name's Bean. I'm like, really? Which I think is my reaction to finding out what her character's name is. Really? Bean? No. Can I just say, America, Hollywood, if you're listening, don't cast actual British people as British people in your animation stuff, because it sounds weird. Just get an American to do a British accent. It genuinely sounds better. And they obviously, because it's an animated show, so they can like record audio over the phone, over the wire. They don't have to actually get the actor into the studio anymore in this day and age of all this stuff. So they're obviously getting British actors. I assume they're you know, non-union, actual living over here British actors. And it just sounds weird. They stand out. It's really distracting. Just get Americans to do bad British accents. You actually do it really well. You're better at British accents than we are at American accents. Yeah, I'm glad they've got rid of. I love Matt Berry when he's good, but it's the weirdest thing I'm ever going to say in my life ever. About the time I fucked a tortoise. But it sounded like, with Matt Berry, it sounded like he was doing a bad dubbing of an actor over an actor, which sounds weird because obviously every character in an animated show is dubbed. So why he sounded like he was dubbing, you know, I would see his character, Matt Berry's character, on screen, and it didn't sound like it was meant for Matt Berry's voice. The two things don't go together. I think there was bad casting getting Matt Berry in, which is a shame. And I would say it's the same for every like British actor that they get actually English you know, person with an actual English accent on that show is that it stands out weirdly, and they should just keep, I think there's obviously a different sensibility with American and British acting, and he can tell that the British actors are trained differently. And yeah, Matt Berry it sounded like he had redubbed somebody else's voice, like, I don't know, like they changed the voice actor for the British audience or something, which they do. What about you do? For some things. What did they do it for? Oh, they did it for Cars, didn't they? They got Jeremy Clarkson to do a character in Cars. But I'm sure he was like the original choice for the role, and that's the thing. But his voice just doesn't go with the character. It's the weirdest thing. It just sounds like almost like a fan edit, like some kid at home has recorded the voice himself. It just doesn't sound right. So yeah, it's my note to Hollywood animators. Don't you, if you got posh English characters, use Americans. You doing fake English accents. It honestly sounds better. Right, okay, I'm done here. I'm going to go mosey on over to Rainbow Six Siege, I think, and I'll carry on this conversation. I'll go freshen up. Have I finished this coffee? Oh god, it's pretty cold now. That's fine. And yep, I shall chat to you in a little while. Thanks for tuning in, darlings. Toodles.